Hey guys, welcome to Verba Voice Coaching. I'm Abby Verba, and in today's video, we're going to talk about why you might be losing your voice when you sing. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to this channel to see new tips and tricks on how to improve your voice, as well as reaction videos. I put out a lot of reaction videos to different singers and different music videos or live performance videos here on YouTube. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, go ahead and subscribe so that you never miss a video. So why might you be losing your voice when you sing? Just a little background story about my own personal experience. I've been singing my whole life, since I was a really teeny tiny 5-year-old girl on stage. I was put in kids choir by my parents. My dad was a songwriter. I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee, in the music industry. So I heard a lot of things over the years about singing, received some training, but for the most part just sang a lot. And one of the things I started experiencing as an older singer, so not as a kid, but maybe in the last 10 years of singing, let's say, I started to experience that I lose my voice when I sing. I would sing for maybe half an hour, leading worship at a church or singing at a venue. And by the end, I would just be talking like this and be like, what's going on? Why am I losing my voice? And it was really strange because I had never experienced that before. So it led me to start to kind of go through a discovery and research on why might we lose our voices when we sing. So after I started to go through my voice teacher training, I got to attend a voice lesson with my mentor. I started to explain to him my issue and say, hey, I'm losing my voice when I sing. I don't know what I can do about this. I don't know why it's happening. I feel this scratchy feeling in my throat and my voice just wants to go away. And he said, well, have you done any low larynx work? And I was like, well, no. And he explained that usually what happens and why we lose our voices is that there's too much tension around the vocal cords. And that there can be a number of reasons for that, but a few of the things that you can do to relieve that tension are things like creating more space by lowering your larynx, using more nasal resonance, stuff like that. So we'll go over that in a little bit, but basically I wanted to cover first maybe 5 common reasons why you might be losing your voice. One is really obvious, and it might be the first thing most singers think about or you would think, but I've had a surprising number of students when they're in a class losing their voice or struggling with singing. I will ask them about this and it will be like, whoa, I haven't even thought about that, which surprises me, but it's hydration, you guys. How much water are you actually drinking? And are you drinking way too much of other things like coffee? I know that the coffee thing is a kind of a controversial one, but I think that if you're not really hydrating properly, if you're not drinking just straight water enough, you're definitely going to notice a difference, and it's definitely going to affect your vocal cords. So one thing, and the main thing I think that's the easiest thing you can do, is just make a goal for yourself of staying hydrated throughout the day in general, but especially when you know you're going to sing a lot. Before we move on to the next point, I want to mention today's sponsor, which is me. You can actually take voice lessons from me online. If you want to check out the description, you can book a class with me and it will help sponsor this channel and the educational content I'm putting out. Also, I would just love to meet you and sing with you and help you free your voice. So if you're interested in that, please check out the description below and I'll be waiting to sing with you. I'm so excited to meet you guys. So on to my next point. The second reason is that you're singing with a vocal technique that's too compressed. And what compression means is that your vocal cords are really thick and they're coming together really strongly. So there's not much space and there's a whole lot of friction happening. And then on top of that compression, let's say you have a bunch of breath under it and pressure building up under your vocal cords that causes strain on your vocal cords. So that could be another reason that you're losing your voice when you sing. A third reason that you could be losing your voice while you sing is that you're trying to sing with too much volume all the time. It kind of goes along with the compression thing, where if you're way too compressed and then you're trying to push all this air through to get that volume, then you're definitely going to cause strain on your vocal cords. So something you want to try is take the volume down a notch, because here's one thing that I always remind my students of, and something that I think is super important to remember. You do not have to be loud to sound powerful when you sing. If you're trying to belt or sing power notes, a lot of people will get really loud. You don't have to get loud. That's the beauty of modern microphones. We sing through microphones most of the time, and microphones amplify your voice. So work with your sound guy, work with the volume level that's comfortable for you. And there's a lot of volume that can be added simply by just adjusting your microphone. That can be added by using the right singing technique that gets that clear, compressed, crisp sound that helps, appear as if it would be loud, but it's actually decibel volume-wise not very loud. So be gentle on your vocal cords. Don't push it too much. Don't go too loud. The final reason I want to mention today of why, one of the main reasons why you might be losing your voice while you sing is muscle tension. We have so much tension in our body and in our muscles that we're just not aware of. And there's a lot that just automatically happens around here in your neck, especially in these two main muscles here, or even like right under the chin are two main ones for singers, where your body will have an automatic response to something that you're doing with your voice and they'll just tense up. So one way you can help that is by trying out a muscle hold while you sing. If you notice that, for example, while belting or singing high notes, you tend to get really tense, you can push in and pull down on those muscles on both sides with both your hands, like flatten your fingers on both sides. That can be a really effective way to just remind your muscles like, hey, you don't need to be tensing right now. The vocal cords do not need your help. And so you can relax. So those are the 5 reasons, ways that you can remedy, and fight against muscle tension. There are so many ways, so many useful tools and techniques to relieve tension when you sing. And that's what I'm all about and love to help singers with, is just being able to free up their voice and relieve all that tension so that they feel like they have endurance, they feel like they can sing freely and for as long as they need to. So some of the tips I give singers normally to relieve tension are to, 1, do the muscle hold, really, try those out. You can put both hands on each side like this. I'm not using both hands right now because I'm holding a microphone, but you can use both your hands, push in on both of these main muscles and pull down a bit while you're singing. Works really great on high notes. Works really great during belting. That's one thing you can try. You can also try lowering the larynx. So you sing through a bit of a yawn. That will help you feel like your larynx lowering a bit. And it kind of opens up a bit more space back here. So it helps to relieve some tension that your muscles might be causing around your vocal cords if you lower your larynx and create more space. Of course, if you take this to the extreme, you'll start to sound like an opera singer. So you don't want to take it to the extreme, but there are positions that you can play around with. If you lower it just a tiny bit even, that can help a lot. So that's one thing. Another thing is nasal resonance. Throwing a tiny bit of nasal resonance over parts of a song that feel more difficult can help it to resonate and help the sound to come out without having to put too much strain on your body, too much strain on your muscles, and gives a really nice tone over your voice. So that's another way. Another way to relieve tension is massage. Let's say you have tension in your jaw. Let's say you have tension in your neck. Get that massaged out. Even go to a professional and get like a whole face and neck massage, shoulder massage. Get those muscles relaxed. And you can practice even just like making sure, standing in front of a mirror, that you're not spreading out too wide and tensing up your face while you sing, that you're keeping everything really relaxed. Because spreading, that's another reason. Spreading can also lead to tension, and spreading could be another factor. If you're a singer who tends to sing really wide and your face is tensed up all the time, that can be another reason that you're creating tension all over the place, which can translate into squeezing the vocal cords and losing your voice. So these are some tips on how to improve if you want to stop losing your voice while you're singing, to relieve tension. I hope you guys enjoyed this today. Again, don't forget, if you're interested in voice lessons, please visit my description in the video, visit the link, book a class online. I'll see you guys in our next voice lesson or in the next video. Bye.